Hey there guys, welcome back to our channel. This is a little bit off topic typically from kind of some of our homesteading videos, but this is going to be about troubleshooting your own some engine problems. So I got a P2149 code on my '07 Dodge 5.9 liter Cummins, and I had a open or low voltage circuit fault for cylinder number 5. So I've got the plugs opened up here, the injector harness plugs. I want to show you what the let's see if I can do this with one hand. It might be a little bit difficult here, but I'm going to show you what the resistance reading is on these on this injector solenoid. If I can do this with one hand. So I got 1.1, 1.0, 1.1, 1.2 ohms, and that's on the pins on the center of that, which is for cylinder number 5. And all the rest of them ohmed out at right around 0.4, 0.5. I'll show you one of those here real quick. All right, got that clip there. So here's 0.3, 0.4 ohms, and that's what all the rest of them are testing at, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, something like that. Cylinder number 5 is the only one that's 1.0. So something going on with that cylinder. So I'm going to pull the valve cover, start tracing out the wiring, and see whether it's the injector solenoid itself or the wiring. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, so I got the valve cover pulled off, and I've tested these solenoids. I'll just show you one of them here. Hitting about 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, and now I'll show you here's number 9, 1.0. You can see it right there. Get another stab on it just to be sure. It's even worse, 1.4. Either way, you get the idea. So it looks like that's injector solenoid is definitely banned. I'm gonna pull the power cords off of it, electrical connections, just to verify that it's not something in the wire itself, but that it is actually the injector solenoid. And just because I've had this happen before, I immediately went on Amazon and have an injector solenoid on its way. So I'll pull the wires off of here and we'll take a look at it again in a second. All right, so there we are, tied onto the injector solenoid right there. And we got 1.2. So it's obvious to me that injector solenoid is in fact bad. So because I've had this happen before, I made a tool. Let's see if I can find it right off here. Yes. So I made this the last time that I had a solenoid go bad. So that's a 1 1/16. And I had to grind the outside diameter of the socket down so it fits down over the solenoid, so you can pull it. I believe, I'll have to double check here, but I have to probably pull the injector harness off of it to make room, because the socket's not going to fit down with this plastic here in the way. So I can try it, I guess, since I got the wires off here. Oh, by golly, look at that, it fits. So I can take this injector solenoid off of here and get it ready for the replacement. Okay, injector solenoid's out. Off of the injector, it's reading 0.7. And one thing I want to show you to be very careful of, if you can see right there in the light, The light line makes it worse. Oh, it's got a pretty good unit there is that little spring right there in the center. That guy. That sits right on top of the pin in the injector, and if that makes it worse, yeah, it's not going to focus in there very well. You get the idea though. That injector, you don't want to lose that spring, so you just got to be very careful when you pull it straight up that you don't knock that spring over. So that's going to be it until we get a new injector solenoid. Alright, I'm back. It's been a couple days, but I've received my injector solenoid. You can see here from Pensacola Diesel. I'm super impressed. I ordered this on Amazon. I think it's $68, and they shipped it second day without me asking them to, which was pretty impressive as far as the cost of it and everything. So here's the injector solenoid. I'm going to get some test leads on it and show you the difference in the resistance on it, and we'll swap it in. Okay, so here's the brand new solenoid hooked up. So obviously you can see there is a difference in the resistance from 0.3 or so to almost 1 ohm. So one thing I wanted to mention as a follow-up on this is this should only be a fix to get you back on the road in an emergency. I'm going to pull all these injectors and have them sent in. I'm going to send them in to have them all adjusted, because this the spring pressure on this spring needs to be adjusted. I don't know if you can see or not, but let's see if I can get this to focus here. The thing gets filed down. You can see on one end here. You can see that. Anyway, spring pressure and the armature have to be adjusted to properly have the right pressure for the solenoid to fire properly. So this is strictly a get you home situation. I'm going to send all these in, then I'm going to keep this solenoid as a spare in case I ever break down and lose this injector completely. And that way I can get home, because this is the second time this has happened to me. If you're far away from home, you have a solenoid go out. This is, a 30-minute fix. You can swap this out yourself and make it to your destination until you can get it properly taken care of. So I'm going to get this solenoid thrown on here, and I'll show you it all put back together. Alright, so there's our injector solenoid back in place, torqued down. Everything's looking pretty good. I'm going to throw the valve cover back on it, start it up, see how it sounds. Okay, back in the truck, got everything put back together, running great. No issues at all, no codes. I can go into my Smarty here and just check it real quick. Nothing. I've been running for about 10 or 15 minutes. So we're good to go. I'm going to send these injectors in, get all the solenoids verified and adjusted, and they're going to replace any that are out of spec. So again, this was just a video of how to replace a solenoid. It's not a good idea to leave an unadjusted solenoid on your injector for long periods of time. You want to get it properly adjusted by a qualified injector company. This is just basically, like I said, get you home in a stuck situation. That's how you replace a solenoid. That was the intent of this video. Thanks for watching. WaY out here.